Scorpio, the strangest mystery of the zodiac. The storm in silence. When we talk about the strangest zodiac signs, a few names usually come to mind. Aquarius, with their eccentric habits, often takes the spotlight. Gemini dazzles us with their chaos and contradictions. Pisces enchants with their dreamlike world and shifting moods. But Scorpio? Scorpio is different. They don't shout. They don't beg for attention. They don't reveal themselves easily. And yet, they leave a deeper mark than almost anyone else. While others live on the surface, Scorpio dives into the depths. While others share everything, Scorpio hides what matters most. While others seek light, Scorpio walks comfortably in shadow. People call them dark. People call them dangerous. People call them intense. But the truth? Scorpio is a paradox that few can ever solve. A healer who often appears as a destroyer. A lover who can vanish without a word. A soul that straddles light and darkness, life and death, love and fear. They might sit silently in the corner of a room. You might even forget they're there, until you feel their eyes on you. And suddenly you realize you've been seen in a way that no one else has ever seen you before. Today, we're going to uncover 5 reasons why Scorpio is, without a doubt, one of the strangest and most magnetic signs of the zodiac. Have you ever known a Scorpio who seemed ordinary, until they revealed a side of themselves that left you speechless? Stay with me. You're about to find out why. 1. Silence that speaks louder than words. Most people can't stand silence. It makes them uncomfortable, restless, even anxious. But Scorpio? Scorpio thrives in it. They don't rush to fill the air with small talk. They don't chatter just to be heard. They sit quietly. They watch. They listen. They remember. And their memory is unlike anyone else's. They will recall the exact words you used in an argument years ago. They will notice the hesitation in your voice when you tell a half-truth. They will see the look in your eyes when you try to hide what you feel. Here's the strange part. Scorpio rarely tells you what they know. They keep it inside, stored away, hidden like a secret archive. You never know how much they've seen, how much they've noticed, how much they've pieced together. And so you find yourself in an odd position. You realize they know far more about you than you know about them. You realize their silence is not empty, it's power. Doesn't that feel unsettling? To be read like an open book by someone whose pages you can't even glimpse? That's Scorpio's paradox. A mirror that shows you yourself, but never reveals its own reflection. And the strangest part is, you can feel their silence. You can feel their presence shift the air, the mood, the energy of a room. They don't need to say a word. Their silence is louder than most people shouting. 2. Intensity that terrifies and attracts. On the surface, Scorpio often looks calm, reserved, composed. But beneath that calm exterior lies intensity that few people can handle. Their love isn't light, it consumes. Their loyalty isn't casual, it binds. Their anger isn't noisy, it freezes. While Aries explodes in fire, Scorpio freezes with ice. While Leo demands attention with a roar, Scorpio commands it with a whisper. While Sagittarius moves on quickly, Scorpio holds on, tightly, relentlessly. That's what makes them strange. They live at extremes. They don't do halfway. With Scorpio, you are either everything or nothing. And this intensity confuses people. Because it doesn't just terrify, it attracts. Why do we find ourselves drawn to the very depth that might drown us? Why do we crave the very intensity that unsettles us? The answer is simple. In a world full of shallow connections, Scorpio offers depth. They make every moment feel heavy, meaningful, unforgettable. And even if that depth scares you, you can't look away. Isn't it strange? To be both terrified and captivated by the same person? To fear what they awaken in you, and yet to crave it anyway? That's Scorpio's paradox. The intensity that makes them the most feared sign is the very same intensity that makes them irresistible. 3. Healers wearing the mask of destroyers. This is where Scorpio's paradox is clearest. They are natural healers, but not in the way you expect. Pisces heals with softness and empathy. Virgo heals with guidance and precision. Libra heals with harmony and balance. But Scorpio? Scorpio heals with fire. They confront you with truths you don't want to face. They strip away illusions you cling to. They push you to walk into the shadows you've been running from. And yes, it feels like destruction. It feels brutal. It feels like they're tearing you apart. But look closer. That destruction is not cruelty, it's transformation. Because when Scorpio breaks you, they're not trying to end you. They're trying to burn away what isn't real, so you can rise as something stronger. They carry the archetype of the phoenix: death, rebirth, transformation. Think about your life. How often has pain led to growth? How often has heartbreak led to healing? How often has loss opened the door to a new beginning? Scorpio embodies this truth. To love them is to walk through fire. To be changed by them is to rise from ashes. Strange, isn't it? That the one who wounds you most deeply may also be the one who heals you most profoundly? That's Scorpio, healer and destroyer, combined in a way no one else can match. 4. Obsession and detachment. Scorpio is famous for their obsession. When they love, they give everything. They memorize every detail of your being. They want to merge with you until there is no difference between where you end and they begin. It is intoxicating. It is overwhelming. It is unlike anything you've ever felt. But here's the contradiction. The same Scorpio who once couldn't let go of your hand can vanish overnight. No explanation. No apology. No second chances. How can someone go from needing you like air to acting like you never existed? How can the deepest obsession turn into the coldest silence? That's the paradox. For Scorpio, obsession and detachment live side by side. Their devotion is absolute, but so is their decision to leave when the line is crossed. They don't hold on halfway. They don't let go halfway. And that's what confuses people. Because in Scorpio's world, love is sacred. Trust is sacred. Once that trust is broken, there's no resurrection. Isn't that both terrifying and strangely admirable? In a world full of half-hearted connections, Scorpio gives you certainty. You always know where you stand. It's all or nothing. Always. 5. Walking between light and darkness. Most signs prefer the light. They fear their shadows. But Scorpio? Scorpio embraces both. They crave love, but they test it with jealousy. They seek truth, but they wrap it in silence. They long for light, but they are unafraid to walk in darkness. Unlike most, Scorpio understands that darkness isn't something to run from. It's something to transform. They know that endings create beginnings. They know that death is only another form of rebirth. They know that wounds can become wisdom. This is what makes them strange. They don't fear what others hide from. They walk where others tremble. And isn't that unsettling? To realize that the very sign accused of being dark may also carry the brightest light? Scorpio is the phoenix. Destroyed, they rise. Wounded, they heal. Lost, they find themselves again. This duality, this balance between shadow and light, is their essence. And it's unforgettable. The closing mystery. Scorpio doesn't shout to be heard. They don't beg to be noticed. They don't reveal themselves to everyone. Their strangeness is quieter. Their contradictions are sharper. Their presence lingers long after they've left. Secretive yet revealing. Obsessive yet detached. Gentle yet terrifying. Destroyers yet healers. Scorpio is a paradox that lives and breathes. A storm hidden in silence. A shadow carrying light. And that paradox is why they're not just strange. They're unforgettable. So, do you have a Scorpio in your life? Have you seen their contradictions up close? Tell us your story in the comments. I want to know how the Scorpio in your world has surprised you. And if this deep dive into Scorpio's mystery resonated with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell. Because every zodiac sign carries a secret. And Scorpio? Scorpio holds the darkest, deepest, and most fascinating one of them all.